Hello all and welcome, and I'm the mgtowphilosopher, and in this video I would like to talk about the lesbian wedding cake case, where a married couple who were both bakers and owned a bakery refused to bake a cake for a lesbian wedding because it was against their religion. Court rules Oregon bakers who refuse to make lesbian couple a wedding cake will have to pay them $135,000 in damages. Really? Really? Don't you have to show cause? Don't you have to show that some kind of harm has been done? First of all, my question would be, what harm was done by these two people refusing to bake a cake for these lesbians that wanted to get married? Can you show harm? Oh, it did psychic trauma to us that they refused. As a baker right down the street who would do it. But oh no, you have to make this a pet case, of course. You have to go after any and everybody who denies you service to send a message. Yes. Owners of the since-closed Grisham Bakery, right. They put these people out of business. These poor people, their life's work, they owned a bakery. They refused to bake a cake for somebody, which is their right because it's a privately owned business. But God forbid you refuse to bake a cake for the gay mafia. They will shut you down. And refuse to make a wedding cake for Rachel and Laurel Bowman Cryer. By the way, what are people getting married for the same sex anyway? Marriage is defined as man and woman. Of course, it's the left trying to redefine everything traditional. Yes, let's destroy everything that makes traditional Western society. An appellate court Thursday upheld a penalty against the bakers. I don't know how that's possible. How is that possible? I mean, what happened to freedom of association? I have the right to choose who I do and do not associate with, who I do and do not do business with. What right do you have to tell me I have to bake a cake for these people? What right do you have to force me to do something I don't want to do in my own business? Oh, right, I forgot. Socialism. Ah, well, that answers everything. Rachel and Laurel Bowman Cryer praised the ruling, saying, Oregon will not allow a straight couples only sign to be hung in bakeries or other stores. Yeah, right, okay. An appellate court Thursday upheld a penalty against the Oregon bakery owners who refused to make a cake for a same-sex wedding almost 5 years ago. Oh, my God. This has been dragging through the courts for 5 years. It bankrupted these poor people. Meanwhile, these two gay people have probably been having their case funded by some kind of lesbian or gay organization or something that's funded by donations, charitable donations. So it probably didn't cost them anything, and they're going to get a nice big payout of $135,000. Meanwhile, these poor people who are just being good Christians, just following their religion, they're out of business. Yeah, I gotta love those gay people, huh? They expect you to be real tolerant of them being gay and their beliefs and their choices, but they're not so big on tolerating your beliefs. Oh no. The owners of the since-closed Graham Bakery, Aaron and Melissa Klein, argued that State Labor Commissioner Brad Avakian violated state and federal laws by forcing them to pay emotional distress damages of $135,000. Yeah. Yeah. What law is there that says you have to pay people money because you don't want to do a service for them? That's absurd. That's absurd. By forcing them to pay what emotional distress did they suffer? We're sorry, but we're Christians, and we don't believe in gay marriage because it's rightly defined as between a man and a woman. That's what the word means. That's like saying we're going to redefine dog, and that tree is now a dog. What the fuck? Their lawyers said Avakian and the State Bureau of Labor and Industries violated the client's rights as artists to free speech. Yeah. Baking could be considered an art. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's their own private business. They have every right to do what they want in their own private business and to serve whoever they want. Oh, no, that's right. We live in a communist country where the ways and means of production are controlled by the government, and the government essentially can tell you to do anything they want you to do. And if you don't want to do it, well, here's a gun. Now you're going to fucking do it. It violated their religious freedom and their rights as defendants to a due process. Yeah. Wait, where's the trial? Yeah, wait a second. So a labor commissioner just decided arbitrarily to award $135,000 in damage to a lesbian couple. No trial, no due process. What the fuck is going on in this country that people would allow this? This is absurd. Oh, because we don't want to be seen as against gay people, so we have to uphold this appellate court. Even though those people never got their day in court, they didn't get a jury trial. They didn't get a jury saying you're guilty, pay $135,000 in damages. Just some pinhead bureaucrat who's an unelected public official decided arbitrarily, I'm going to give you guys $135,000 because I'm probably a gay guy myself. I got a gay brother or gay uncle, or I'm just some liberal pinhead who swallowed the leftist Kool-Aid, and I feel sorry for you, and so I'm going to give you $135,000. Please pay. And they wanted their day in court, so they appealed, and the appellate court, who should have struck this down, upheld it. Outrageous! I got to tell you, this bullying of the left and their intolerance really pisses me off. You tolerate me. Oh, I'm not going to tolerate you because you're not tolerating me. I'm going to tolerate you. First of all, okay, they tolerate you. You're allowed to get married. But they're a private business. You don't have any right to force them to do what you want them to do. Oh, but okay, you do. That's right, because we live in a country where everything is controlled by the feelings of the minority and socialism. So I can force you to do that. Yeah, and here's the couple. Here they are. Look like great people, fine people. Sweet Cakes was the name of their business. Okay. In 2013, the Kleins refused to make a cake for Rachel and Laurel Bowman. I bet they wish they had now. I'm sure they wish they had now because their religious rights, their religious freedoms, their rights to free speech, their rights to freedom of association, those don't mean anything because you're going to hurt the feelings of these feminists. And of course, everything's about their feelings, not about your religious beliefs. Oh no, we have to care more about their feelings as lesbians than we do about the Constitution, which is really what the left wants. Oh my God. When they discovered the wedding was for a same-sex couple. Perfectly reasonable. It's their business. It's theirs. It's not owned by the state. Oh, that's right. It might as well be. And here we have the hideous, ugly, solipsistic, low IQ, moron couple. One of them a big fatty, of course. Yeah, here are the two people who thought it was so bad, so evil, that these two Christians, how dare they invoke their rights under the Constitution? We have to destroy them. Yes, we want a virtue signal. We want to be heroes of the left. We want everybody to cheer us on. And, of course, we want a big payday. Rachel and Laurel Bowman Cryer pictured are protected by a 2007 Oregon law that prevents discrimination against gays, lesbians, bisexual, and transgender people, even if that discrimination, I love this, by the way, no discrimination. By the way, what people don't understand is the word discrimination is not an evil word. It means they're being discriminating. You have people who drink wine. They're discriminating connoisseurs of wine, meaning they're very discriminating about the kind of wine they drink, meaning that they're not swigging down Thunderbird that costs $2.50 a bottle. Oh, but suddenly you can't be discriminating who you associate with. So let's use the discrimination laws to bypass the constitutional amendments that protect people from associating with people they don't want to associate with. And now you have to associate people with who you don't want to associate with. If they're gay, if they're bisexual, if they're transgender, if they're lesbians, well, you have to associate with them. Even if your religion says you can't, if you don't, you shouldn't. Well, your religious freedoms, well, they're trumped by our law that says our local little pissant Oregon law, well, that's going to supersede the constitutional protections that have been in place for 240 plus years. This shit is just so annoying to me because these stupid, useful, idiot feminists don't seem to understand that they're nothing more than tools of the system. And when it becomes convenient, it will toss them aside too. And their wants, their rights, their little feelings won't mean a goddamn thing. The system is only pretending to give a shit about you until it becomes a communist shithole, the socialist utopia that we want. And it uses idiots like you two dumb fucking feminist, man-hating, religion-hating lesbians to push their agenda. But the Oregon Court of Appeals sided with the state Thursday, saying the Kleins failed to show the state targeted them for their religious beliefs. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This stupid little pinhead bureaucrat said, you can't do what you want based on your religious freedom, your freedom of association, your freedoms of free speech and self-expression. No, it's your private business, but you can't decide who you're going to serve. If you're going to open a business, you have to serve everybody. Everybody, you can't do what you want, even though your religion says that you can't serve these people. You're not free to make choices based on your religion, even though you're constitutionally protected to do so, and it's your business. And that's not targeting them for their religious beliefs? Come on, even if it's not targeting them, this is a bullshit decision. There was no court or due process. The judges also found public statements made by Avekian before deciding the case did not establish a lack of impartiality. Today's ruling sends a strong... Okay. Judges... Sure. Judges also found... today's ruling sends a strong signal that Oregon remains open to... it's all about virtue signaling. Fuck the law. Law doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're well within your rights. Your rights don't matter. Virtue signaling matters more. Of course, since everybody's been indoctrinated by shitty universities with their leftist gender studies bullshit, and they've all been turned into liberal feminist assholes, it's perfectly okay to essentially do whatever you want, even if it countermands the Constitution. Seems the left is winning. After the 62-page opinion was released on Thursday. Yeah, that's a lot of mental gymnastics by the appellate court to try and approve, to make okay something that is in no way okay. The decision comes weeks after the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments in the high-profile case of the Colorado baker who refused to bake a wedding cake for a same-sex couple. That baker, Jack Phillips, claims his First Amendment claims of artistic freedom were being violated, a similar issue raised by the clients. The Oregon court said the clients' argument that their cakes entailing artistic expression is entitled to be It's entitled to be taken seriously, but it's not enough for the couple to assert their cakes or pieces of art. It's irrelevant. They have freedom of association. It's their business. It's a private business. They have the ability to serve who they want to. Oh, but you passed this bullshit law. In a very religious state, you passed a bullshit law that says you cannot discriminate. You must associate with the people. That's what it essentially means. Because freedom of association means you absolutely have the right to discriminate. But now you don't have the right to discriminate. Oh, what? What a free society. You have the right to discriminate. And you don't need laws, by the way, in a free society to stop people from discriminating, okay? It's called the free market. The free market discourages that, okay? You discriminate. Eventually, people are going to find out. They're going to find out that your business discriminates against gays and lesbians, and they're going to stop coming to your bakery. You don't need to destroy the Constitution, destroy the laws of the land, destroy the very country that, well, obviously most of these people hate, but some people like myself love, okay, just to stop discrimination. The free market will do that. Oh, but of course, if we want to have a cash grab where we get a nice, fat, juicy paycheck from these people and put them out of business and then send a message and send a political message, well, then, yeah, you need to do that. Yeah, let's just destroy the country. Sure, why not? Goes on to say they must show others perceive their creations like a sculpture or painting. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't have to. wait a second. So other people have to view it as, and by the way, I do view it as art. Okay? Have you seen wedding cakes? I mean, that's artistic expression. But why do other people have to see it as art? It's my art. It's my business. All that matters is what I think, not your view. Okay? Because some people's view or taste in art is different. I think some people who painted some weird-looking shit are not real artists, but their fucking paintings are worth hundreds of millions of dollars because someone else thought they were worth it. So don't tell me that other people have to share my view. That's an idiotic collectivist viewpoint. Oh, you're right, you're a socialist. So obviously collectivist, and everybody has to have the same opinion that it is art before I'll accept it as art. I see. And in this February 5th, 2013 file photo, Melissa Klein, co-owner of Sweet Cakes by Melissa in Grisham, tells the customer that the bakery has sold out of baked goods for the day. The bakery has since closed. Why? Because they didn't want to bake a cake for the lesbanazis. Although we accept that the Kleins imbue such wedding cake with their own aesthetic choices, they have made no showing that other people will necessarily experience any wedding cake that the Kleins create predominantly as expression rather than as food. Of course not. Of course you find that, even though there is no precedent that says that lots of people have to see it as art for it to be art. I mean, the people who are sewing them, of course they're going to say, oh, no, it's not art. We just want money. Oh, of course they're not going to say that. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Mental gymnastics bullshit. But besides, it doesn't matter. Freedom of expression is just one part of the case. What about freedom of association? I don't want to associate with you. Well, you have to because there's a law that says you can't discriminate. Really? Interesting. And what if I had not served these people because they were KKK? What if I had not served these people because they were Nazis? They came in dressed like Hitler. It's the exact same situation. But would they have won their case if they had sued me? Of course not. Because it's not a socially acceptable virtue signaling campaign by the left. Absurd. First Liberty Institute, the legal organization that represents the Kleins, disagree with the ruling. Yeah, they need to get a new, maybe they're a good organization. I don't know. It's more likely, I guess, just that these are a bunch of liberal pinhead judges. The Oregon Court of Appeals decided that Aaron and Melissa Klein are not entitled to the constitutional promises of religious liberty and free speech and freedom of association. Why didn't you throw that in there? Said Kelly Shackelford, the firm's president. In a diverse and pluralistic society, people of goodwill should be able to peacefully coexist with different beliefs. No. Oh, no, your right to free speech only goes so far as how you personally live your life. Once your choices, once they flow over in other people's lives, well, then you have to respect their, wait, what? Wait. Are you telling me that the beliefs and wants of a gay couple trump the beliefs and wants of a religious couple acting on? So let me get this straight. This gay couple is acting upon their beliefs, okay? I'm acting on my beliefs. It's my business, but their beliefs are trump mine, essentially? What? So I have no rights. Oh, I have rights in an illusionary sense, and that they exist somewhere in the ether. But when it comes to actually having them in an objective reality, oh no, you have no rights whatsoever. Once your rights gets challenged, if it's by a leftist agenda-driven lesbian couple who wants you to bake a cake for them, and of course they're entitled bitch feminists who always get their way, and if they don't get their way, they're going to spend 5 years trying to put you out of business and destroy your business if you don't make them a cake. So you better bake us a fucking cake, and you better bake cakes for every lesbian gay couple in the future, or we're going to fuck you up. We're the gay lesbian mafia, baby. Yeah, you should be able to exist and coexist with different beliefs, but the left is not tolerant. They're only tolerant if you share their pre-approved, politically correct view of things. Their view is the right view. When they talk about tolerance, they only mean if you agree with them. If you disagree, they're the most intolerant creatures on earth, and they'll put you out of business, and they'll use a system that is remarkably ever more socialistic and intolerant in nature, and it goes by feelings, not facts, not law. Constitution protects us. We have freedom to associate with who we want, but now we don't. Because of these state laws, the Trump federal law and constitutional law. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, the Constitution means nothing. Freedom of religion. Sorry, your beliefs don't matter. And freedom of speech and expression. Well, we don't deem it as art. You think it's art. You think you're creating creations of art. But we're going to say it's not art because it's convenient for us and put you out of business, even though you have a very good case for being so, and we should err it with caution on the side of the person being sued by a lesbian couple over spurious bullshit. Oh, my feelings. And by the way, how the hell are these people getting awarded $135,000 by a fucking bureaucrat? Where was the fucking court case? Where was the jury awarding this, and not some doofus behind a fucking desk who just assesses a fine out of thin air without any due process? This is utter bullshit and a perfect example of how America has become nothing more than a fucking socialist, communist country well on its way to becoming Venezuela. So let me know what you think in the comment section of this video, and please like and subscribe and donate to my Patreon if you feel so inclined, because as you know, YouTube demonetizes almost every single video that disagrees with their crazy feminist leftist agenda. I am the MGTOW philosopher, and I wish you a good day. Take care.